We're here with Legacy Flat Roof and Sheet Metal. We're here today in central London. Beautiful home behind me. We are going to rip this roof off. It's currently a 2-ply mod bit roof. We're going to tear it off, replace any damaged deck boards, and then put the new roof on. We'll take you up top, show you what it looks like. Thank you very much. Okay, welcome back. We've come on top of the roof. It's roughly a 300 square foot roof. We are on top of the living room / kitchen area. So here we go. We got a mod bit roof we're going to rip off. We got a vent, a fascia board on one side, and everything drains that way. We got the east trough and stuff on that side. So we're going to rip the roof off, make sure the deck board's good before we put anything on, and put on a new 2-ply modified bitumen system. We'll show you what it looks like ripping off a roof, inspecting for any wet deck boards, and then replacing them, and then put on the base sheet. That's the plan for today. Show you how it goes. Thanks. Okay, welcome. We're about 2/3 into the way of the rip off. You can take a look around. This roof is a little different. We have a wood deck, an existing 4-ply roof, and you can see this is the top layer of the first roof that was installed. That's the pea-stone. Then they put fiberboard and a new 2-ply mod bit. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick this up, but the fiberboard's absolutely drenched. It's dripping water. The one saving grace, I think, the mod bit roof, the 4-ply felt was protecting the deck underneath. The client wasn't complaining about any leaks at all, but it definitely was leaking. There's water dripping from this whole roof. We're gonna rip this thing off, blow it, clean the wood, replace any damaged wood that needs to be replaced, and put a new 2-ply system. We'll show what it looks like once we get this cleaned off and we can start from fresh. Thanks a lot. Okay, welcome back. It's been a long time. It took a lot of work getting off that old roof. It was saturated. We did have a couple details we had to work with. This wall had absolutely no backing back here. It just had fiberboard, 1/2-inch fiberboard, tin test, whatever you want to call it. It was nailed on, so that's not a good enough substrate to put a new roof on. We had to cut new plywood, put that on. We also had some rotted wood here around the old scupper. We had to frame it in and put it in. We had some fascia board work to do, but all in all, the roof was in not bad shape considering how wet it was. We were able to take it off, clean it off. We're ready to go. We're starting from the bare bones. We're gonna prime it and put base sheet on. Thanks a lot. Okay, welcome back. We're on day 2 of the job. All the woodwork has now been complete. We applied the peel and stick base sheet. You can see we've run it up the walls. We had to take the siding off. We've run it up the walls. Same detail back here. We had to make sure in the middle of winter that ice and snow doesn't build up there. Now we have the base sheet running up the walls. Before, there was nothing there. It was just fiberboard. Now it's fully waterproof. We have a drip flashing around the outside. This deck is beautifully tapered. Yesterday it rained. This is day 2, but we had a day in the middle. We rained out yesterday. There's no standing water at all here, which is great. So now the water nicely flows to the outside. We have a new drip flashing around the outside. We are going to prime it and put a cap sheet on. This roof's functioning perfectly right now. I talked to a client last night. No leaks at all. It's wonderful just having the base sheet on. So now we know it's working properly. We are going to prime it and put a cap sheet on. Show you what it looks like. Thanks a lot. Okay, welcome back. The job finished, turned out great. So the client's gonna be thrilled. He now has a beautiful new roof he can rely on. The first roof, when we got here, the roof, it was 2 roofs first of all, and the fiberboard was saturated. You could squeeze it, drips water. You couldn't see the issue because it was underneath the cap sheet. And ultimately it was gonna rot out his deck. We put new wood as required around the scupper. He had some rotten areas there. We put a new plywood face board right underneath that wall flashing, just to give it some proper substrate behind there. Ran the base sheet up as high as we could underneath the existing siding. Gave him new metal flashing around the perimeter. Job turned out beautiful. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. This was an issue in the winter when he had piling snow. When it would thaw, it would get behind his flashing, but there was nothing back there. We also worked around some drains. We dropped the perimeter wall, so now he has a nice water flow to get water off this roof. Anyway, hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. If you are in the southwestern Ontario area, we'd love to hear from you. You can find us online at legacyroofs.com. Thank you so much.